This is not New York.
You loved New York, huh?
I did, loved it.
Melina, she's a single mother who is moving here from Florida. She's a nurse.
She grew up in Long Island.
I love that Laurel has all the old buildings like New York City. It reminds me of where I grew up.
Only in New York.
And you just kind of like love the quirks and the character that they have.
It's a downtown that's thriving, where you can walk and buy things that you need.
The little string lights are on at night, so you can always walk around.
When you think about Manhattan, you've got, you know,
The Chrysler Building.
Chrysler Building.
I say the Methodist Church steeple is like our Chrysler Building.
Laurel is like the New York of the South, where everybody's extremely nice and caring.
Only in New York.
We're gonna be looking at smaller houses, but it doesn't mean they can't be interesting houses.
All right, this is the Wilkinson house. What do you think?
Oh no, that didn't sound very positive.
It looks like a different house on one side.
The windows, they don't match.
Not at all.
It's not
Okay.
as tiny as you might think.
It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,600 square feet. It's listed for $145,000. There's a little gravel walkway that we would update with the landscaping.
The house is kind of lost behind the tree and behind all the overgrowth. This house feels unloved.
Hey,
Come on in. Yep.
How exciting!
What?
That is the biggest fireplace I've ever seen.
You love a fireplace.
I love a fireplace.
I feel like everybody
Everybody.
loves a fireplace,
No.
right? But this
No.
feels like a little more.
Yeah. When I was little, I grew up in Long Island, and like we had like and our house was built in like 1890. Like it was old.
That's so
And there was
cool.
like old wooden floors that were all splintered, and then we would like throw a big comforter on the floor and just lay there right next to the fireplace for hours while we watched our big old box TV, that
Yeah.
nifty thing.
So your best childhood memories were at the hearth of a fireplace.
Yes.
So it's more than just...
A fireplace.
I have memories like that too from growing up, and I understand why you gotta have what you gotta have.
as big as the fireplace is, it's about the same size as the kitchen.
Yeah, and I want you to look
Really?
at this because you got 2 kids. Can you cook in here?
Well, I like a challenge, but
It's little.
This is something else.
You can't make the kitchen a lot bigger, but what we can do, and it's hard to explain, but this greenhouse window that really doesn't get any sunlight needs to go away, and the window needs to shift to the left, and the sink could come with it. So then you could have the refrigerator built in on that wall with granite countertops. Keep the range and hood vent on this wall. You'd need a full height pantry here, and we'd paint the shaker-style cabinets a warm color. You would knock this piece out, open this up a lot more, and a dishwasher on this side. And then you would have a peninsula here with bar stool seating.
I could see me sitting there and my son cooking.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. There's
Exactly.
the goals. Uh-huh. I think that you would still enjoy it because, like, look at all this space you have for the dining room and the living room over here that's connected to the kitchen that maybe you wouldn't even miss not having a big kitchen.
So what are the big holes and
Okay, these would have been skylights.
I bet they leaked. They filled them in, but we would want to finish the job of filling them in. Right when you walk in the front door, you've got this big opportunity with this huge empty wall. We could add built-ins to that wall, cabinets and drawers and storage. You could have a little
book
hidden
storage?
Yes, and you could have a little desk in that storage, so a homework station.
Okay.
Everything for me, as far as the design of the living room, has to be about infusing it with character. Get rid of this gray flooring. Gray is the opposite of warmth. New LVT flooring that is affordable but looks and feels like the warmth of real wood. Fill in where these skylights used to be. We could have beautiful, natural, raw wood, beams and posts that frame these doorways, wood accents to the ceilings, to on the fireplace and in other places so that the house feels infused with character. It feels like a cottage that has that historic warmth that you loved growing up.
I can see this working.
Yeah.
Like I can see us cuddled up by the fireplace.
Let's go look at the other house. It's very different from this.
Probably obvious which house we're going to talk about. This is the night house.
All right.
Very different.
It's like night and day compared to the other one.
But is there anything you feel like you could love?
No.
Come on.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,600 square feet, built in 1940. It's listed for $130,000. So
It's
just,
the exact same.
That is so weird.
it is the same but different.
It's got a strange feature there.
The
Well-
2 front doors.
When God closes a door, he opens another one right next to it.
There's a lot of space out here at this house. The other one didn't have a big yard. This one's got a lot more area, and I love that.
All righty.
Ooh, come on in to the air conditioning.
Ooh, it has a fireplace too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly where the TV's gonna go.
Okay, so you looked at this fireplace and
didn't
thought
get
about
to
the
see.
TV.
Yep.
You didn't think about the warm and cozies of the actual fireplace this time.
No, it needs a bit of work, but it's still pretty big sized.
The acoustic tile on the ceiling, no one's favorite.
No, it's not mine.
What we were thinking is you take out this acoustic tile on the ceiling, put up fresh sheetrock, new lighting in the room, new paint everywhere, fill in the brick in the hole, and then paint the fireplace brick. Something dark, and we'd add a natural wood mantle and remove all this carpet and do a brick floor in here. And the new front door would really change, I think, the way the room feels because you'd have so much more light. We'd make it a really warm and cozy space like the one you remember as a kid.
I can see us all gathered around here.
This kitchen feels bigger, but it's not really that much bigger.
I think it seems a lot bigger.
No, it feels bigger
Okay.
because it's more open, but it's not that big.
Ben, you're crazy. This is a bigger kitchen.
I'm not saying that it doesn't feel bigger,
It is bigger,
It is
Ben.
bigger.
but I want you to focus on the counter space.
Focus, Melina.
I'm focusing.
It's about the same, y'all. I'm telling
No.
you. It feels bigger because it's open.
I love you so much, but you're just wrong.
I don't think I am.
You're just wrong. One great asset. This was a breezeway. Now it's the dining room.
Tons of book space, art space. Like my kids love painting and stuff. Like we have tons of room.
You
We can
have
do
to have
everything in
room
here.
to do the art.
It's like the heart of the house.
Yeah. So you get to add this space to the kitchen if we opened up this wall.
Okay.
And you made a big peninsula there with bar stool seating. We'd continue the brick floor from the living room into the kitchen. And then we open up a door right there where the sink is to the screen porch at the back of the house. And the sink would move to the peninsula, and we'd lose the old porch door and close this off. And it would be the refrigerator, the range, and the hood vent all built in on the left side of the kitchen. All new cabinets, and to bring in that old cottage style, maybe a dark green color with antique brass hardware. You could have a breakfast table and built-in banquette seating here.
It's 3, 4, 5 times bigger than the other one.
This kitchen would be $45,000.
That's not terrible.
No, you're
Okay.
opening a wall, moving plumbing. The screen porch, I really want to talk about that. Having the 2 acres is great, but without the screen porch, because you think about it, if you're sitting back here and you're having a cappuccino or a coffee or a latte, and the kids are in the yard,
Love coffee.
you're out here hanging out.
And we could screen this in. Right now it's glass.
I love it. I can imagine all the hooks, all the plants hanging, a little rocking chair.
So back here would be about $10,000 to just kind of freshen it up. All of the renovations come in at 95, so you'd be all in $225,000, just like the other house.
Yep.
Okay. It's definitely a tough decision. I love the historical charm of the other one. It is kind of tight in that kitchen. This is dreamy.
To have a lot of space.
Yes, to
Yeah.
have all the space.
It
Yeah.
would be pretty cool.
Cozy cottage,
Yeah.
or mid-century
I
ranch.
could make you love mid-century. I really
You
think
probably
I could.
Melina and her kids have been staying with friends in town, and she told us that. Amaya and Jeremiah have artwork in the competition, the Masonite competition, so we wanted to make sure we came by when she was
So
here.
we'll meet you there. Has anybody been wishing for a house?
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them which house we chose on the count of 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. The Wilkinson house.
The Wilkinson house.
Oh, that
All
one's
right.
gonna be so good.
That fireplace was stunning. It reminded me of my childhood, and it just felt like home the second I walked in.
Now we just got to go in there and demo.
We gotta make this thing have lots of,
Charm.
it has to ooze coziness. This kitchen needs to become less cozy.
God. Whoa.
We need to get a little more room to breathe in here.
Yeah! We did it. Kitchen's done.
Well, I just demoed the living room. This house was just generic,
Bland.
ready for a personality to be applied. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna feel like an English cottage.
The skylights are gone. The sheetrock is in. It hasn't been mudded yet. The case opening grew by a lot. And now there's a temporary wall, but it's time to make it pretty.
Today we are beaming up the house. These are those cross ties we got from the sawmill and aged in the wood shop. These are heavy. They are heavy. We have 2x4s to hold it in place. We will cut our big posts and then slide them into place, which will hold up the top beam.
Oh my gosh, you've got the big beam up? Look how beautiful. Fixing to go English cottage in here, like that.
Real quick.
The English country vision is not, exactly there yet, but
Feels a little more like an English country barn right now.
yeah, it's rough in there.
We have to then jack the beam up and force the post in. There we go.
It looks straight to me. Is this how they do it in England?
Brilliant. Mike and I are going to square up our columns. The columns on this house are just a little bit 90s prefab.
A little more. Beautiful.
It would have been more expensive to take these columns out and put in a solid column, these dimensions.
That's money.
Money, baby. Why would we replace them when we can just box around them?
Yeah, nothing's broke. We're not fixing anything.
Yeah, we're just making it look different.
All of our flooring is going in Melina's house. Gone is the gray. And then in the kitchen, when you see the kitchen cabinet color against a white that looks like they're orange, they're not orange at all because it didn't work in the budget to give her an all natural wood kitchen. The kitchen cabinets are gonna be painted the color of natural wood. When they're all finished, you'll see.
Oh gosh, I'm excited now. Coming to you. Look at that, almost like it was custom ordered.
We got beams and we got built-ins, but once you see the paint go on, that's when the house becomes its new identity. It's not gonna look anything like the modified post-war cottage it was. There's gotta be warmth everywhere.
Yeah, all the colors have a warm tone to them. Because, you think about it, when you look at these 1500, 1600, 1700s cottages in England, they've had some living done in them. This has been a lot of fun.
Are you ready? Yes.
All right, welcome to the Velez house.
Oh my God, how cute! I love it. Oh my God,
It has so much personality.
it looks so good. I love the windows.
It changes everything.
Yes. What are those little
The mullions?
Yeah.
So I went to
They're so
Ben's wood
cute.
shop and we kind of brainstormed it together. I came up with this design.
What's your favorite thing on the outside?
The windows.
The windows?
Like everybody else who's driven by this house in the last week. We've gotten so many calls and texts. Did you guys do this house with the amazing windows? We've never
Yeah,
done
we
anything like
did.
this. It's a big deal.
I'm like freaking out.
I know you love dark, moody colors.
I love it.
So that was a big opportunity for the exterior. We updated the landscaping and the front porch columns, painted the front door, got new lights on the front door.
I have a path.
You have a path that's not pea gravel that'll get in the yard.
It is so cute. My cheeks hurt. I've been for too long. It's so cottagey.
Wait till you walk down this little path.
Yeah,
Come see.
come on.
Okay.
For me, it's the path. The windows are great, the paint color's great, but then whoo!
Magic. The path is everything.
My God. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. I love it in here. I have a bookshelf.
You have 2 bookshelves.
I do, and they have
storage.
and storage. How exciting!
And Jeremiah and Amaya have a place to do homework or art. You like the new floors?
I love it.
That gray flooring killed this room. But now everything is supposed to feel cozy.
Look at this.
Yeah.
You like
I love this.
Ben built you this piece.
You're kidding.
We were wanting to give you more storage here in the entryway. This is designed after one that's in our house.
I love it. You did such a great job. I think I can fill all 9 drawers. It's beautiful and perfect.
We got rid of that post, opened up this doorway more, and then Ben ran down beautiful old oak beams.
These are actually not old. So this is from a sawmill that I grew up working on.
Fresh oak.
Fresh oak that has been aged.
Yes.
Okay, if you listen really closely, it has a British accent. All right.
There's more with the kitchen.
Such a good job. Oh my, it is so cute in here.
We opened up this wall.
I have a caramel kitchen.
Yes.
It is so cute.
Caramel is a great word for it.
And I love this rail. This is so cute.
And this way you have room for mug storage, but it's also display and it frees up some cabinet space.
I love it.
So you have a dishwasher.
Finally,
We had
I
to
love
jackhammer to run it in here.
It's
but
beautiful.
It's across from your massive sink.
It is massive. This is so cute. It's like 2 babies in here.
Yeah. Every woman who's ever had kids sees this sink and they're like, that's a baby bathing sink.
I love it.
Our cabinets are custom.
Yeah,
All
so
the way
we
to the
could
ceiling.
work around the doorway that was existing.
Well, and that ensures that we can use every inch of space.
This is like just huge. I don't even know how you pulled this off. I can just see all the memories that we're gonna make in here. It feels like home.
It's a happy kitchen.
Yeah,
It is.
It is.
And you've got your dining room here now.
Oh my goodness. It is huge in here.
You got a new light.
This is amazing.
It's so, I mean, it feels like you're
Different.
somewhere far away, right?
Yes. It is amazing.
And the ceilings feel way higher.
So high. Did you like raise this?
We did not. We added these half timbers that match the beams and the doorways.
Yes.
And the house is small, but it's so full of character.
Yeah.
We wanted to give it lots of visual points to land on.
I love it.
There's your fireplace.
It's so cozy. My favorite fireplace. I chose this house all because of this fireplace, and I love it.
So we got rid of the old mantle and gave you one that's a little more substantial.
It feels so cozy in here. Like I just want to like cuddle up and watch a movie. I love it. It's beautiful. It's everything I could have wanted and then some. I love the big beefiness of the beams. They really balance out the massive fireplace.
A little house can still be grand.
Cottagey and perfect.
Well, you got this house for $145,000. The renovation was $80,000, $225,000 all in.
Perfect.
You think the kids are gonna like it?
And they're gonna love it. I still don't understand how the wood is British.